Welcome Squiggly Gamers and YouTubers. This is my Airsoft review on the CYMA CM030, or in the real word, a Glock 18. Now, the Glock 18 is made in Austria, and the world was, when it was first designed, the world was a bit reluctant to be seeing a plastic gun. However, I assure you, it's not the cheap plastic that we buy from our shops and things. It is proper hardened ABS plastic. Now, it looks, how do you tell the difference between a Glock 17, 18 and 19 and the likes? Well, the main difference from this from a 17 is it is fully auto, and there is a rail system at the bottom to include tack lights and the like and things. Just simply slide on, you have yourself one tack light or laser sight. Right, but I'll get to that in a minute. I'm sure you all remember this baby. Right, fall down from my last time I spoke to you about this. It was shooting at 280 feet per second. It is now up to what the sellers say that it shoots at 320, 330 quite happily. So I've only used it 2, 3, 4 times, and it's now shooting as they advertised. So I'm quite happy with this baby now. Right, but yeah, talk about this thing. Right, CYMA is not one of the best or well-known makes in the airsoft world. However, it only cost me £60, so I'm not going to argue. Yes, I know it's green. I will have that license soon. Right, this is an electric non-blowback. Of course, what the hell do you mean by blowback? When the pistol is fired, the green part slides back, ejects the casing, ejects the spent casing, and when it comes back in, pulls the next bullet from the magazine into the firing chamber. Obviously, BB guns do not need this blowback system because the BBs are fed by a spring in the magazine, which pushes it up into the chamber. However, airsoft is sort of based around looking as realistic as possible, so they added the blowback feature to most guns. However, to keep the price down, I've opted to not have a blowback because, but another reason, the more moving parts, the more likely there is something to go wrong. And electric, again, you can get gas and so CO2 gas and green gas. I've opted for electric, cheaper to run, and also it'll work in cold weather. So simple. Okay, how do you get to all the internals? Button on the back, slide, push that, the green part comes off. Nice little feature about this, it does include an adjustable hop-up. Turn the wheel whichever you desire. Again, you say, what the hell's a hop-up? Right, when the BB is fired, the hop-up adds spin to the BB, allowing it to go further. Not enough hop-up and the bullet will just drop to the ground. Add too much and the BB will shoot off in the sky and you'll never see it again. So you need the right hop-up to correctly hit your target. However, with most pistols, the length of the barrel and the power you can't really get out of it compared with the big guns. They are usually for close range targets anyway. So, right. Right, my battery fits underneath the barrel. Best to show you this. Yeah. Underneath that, there is an arrow on the battery to say this way in. So we push in, and you're in. Done. To eject the battery, there is a flap. See that big sticker? There's a little plasticky thing. Push that, and it pops out. Push that, and it comes out. Okay, once you're adjusted your hop up to whichever you want, simply put the top bit back on. Make sure it clips all the way in. There you go, done. Safety. That down for safe, up for non-safe. So before this has a semi or full auto, which is this bit here. So there are little dots, single dot which is single fire, 2 dots full auto, and it does sound pretty neat. So magazine. So I've loaded it with BBs. So I'm going to put it on safe, make sure I don't shoot the cat or anything. Sun plate at the bottom. Make sure it's properly clicked in. And away you go. Check the magazine. Little button there. Then press. As it slides. Complete with a BB. So, inexpensive, yes. Effective-ish. I will stress this is not the most firing, the best shooting pistol out there. It only shoots, well, it's only shooting at 180 FPS, which is nothing compared to the main AEGs you can buy. Even with other pistols, it is quite not very powerful. However, I am possibly expecting it to go a little bit higher, probably with more use. Hopefully break the 200 mark, but I've mainly bought it as a backup, really. You know, sometimes you run out of BBs in your magazine, which you know is highly unlikely, carrying 450, but it has happened to me several occasions, and I've needed something. This is perfect for the thing. I wouldn't advise going out with one of these as your primary weapon. You're just going to get slaughtered from range. Even probably accuracy. I'll get a video up of you shooting it, and you can see how bad it is. But for 60 quid, for something that is just there as a secondary, you can't go wrong. So you've got the rail system, so you can add tack lights on those sights. So all the components from the Tokyo Mirari ones will fit this, including magazines and the extended mag if you can find one online, which holds 100 BBs. The magazines, these hold, they say 30, but I count to 29. But we're not going to stress over 1 BB, are we? So, right. The charge that comes with it. That is what your battery fits on. Unfortunately, as obviously made to European, you've got a 2-pin. So you will need a electric shaver adapter. I'm sure being most of us are blokes, will have one lying around somewhere. But yeah. Unfortunately, it's not the same as your common plasticky adapter, which fits most AEGs, so, but just don't lose it. Okay, so that's it. So I say it is cheap, yes, which is good for new starters, but is what I'd recommend it for when you've got the money and you're going to be playing regularly. I would advise getting a better one. So right, I will now see how it shoots. Okay, see a few targets down range, and we're good for 10 metres out. On Glock 18, single fire, and I'll just get you to see how much it twists. It is rather windy, I will admit, however it's about the same. So it's about reaching the targets and then curling off range. So that's shooting at 180. Let's try and full auto. That's it. 29 BB spent in about, what, 5 seconds? So, closer view, yeah, that one's got a slight dent on it. Nothing really hit. So, let's break out the big boy. See the difference. Okay, now I've got the AEG out, which is shooting at the standard 330, 320. You'll see the difference. So have a closer look. As you can see, the orange juice carton's been, yeah, Monitor cans are heavily dented. Can't see in that one. Not pierced, quite surprisingly. We'll talk about that. But obviously, far more damage. Extra 100 and 150 feet per second makes all the difference in this game. So the Glock is good, but at close range only.